Okay, so here I removed the water bath itself, in which these chambers sit in. So you can see the brains behind the system and how it works better. So basically it's just a Raspberry Pi and a computer power supply. And the Pi is connected to this relay board here, and this relay board basically just turns on and off these solenoid valves. And as these valves are normally closed, and when they open up they allow the gas to go through here, which then goes through this filter and then into this special tubing that controls for humidity, and then finally into the CO2 sensor itself. So that's kind of the main component, obviously, of the entire system, is that little CO2 meter. So that's basically what's going to happen is if number 10 opens up, it allows an air sample from chamber A to pass through into the CO2 sensor, and that's when a measurement takes place, and that value gets put on a graph and all that. So here's chamber A, say. And the way all these chambers work is basically you have an air input, or that's the air input, and that's the air output. So compressed air is constantly circulating through the chamber at a rate that's determined by these dials here. So I normally have it running at about 600 cc's per minute, moving through each chamber. So each chamber has the same amount of airflow. Okay. And then basically because there's positive pressure in here, there's gas always wanting to come out of here. And so normally this would be attached like so, and then so there's always positive pressure through each gas sampling line that's going to a solenoid valve, and until that valve opens does it actually reach the CO2 sensor. So it's pretty straightforward in that way. Now the soil, here you can see I have an input for electrical things like this fan, but in the future it could be like other kind of sensors, temperature sensors. So the lid is composed of a fan and basically this thing that has a filter in it that allows the gas to come through for the sampling of the CO2. And in the chambers is of course the soil sample,